Andrew Day kicks off Super Bowl 58 with the first performance of the night, belting out her own rendition of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
I never knew there was a Black national anthem, and that Lift Every Voice and Sing was that national anthem. That's crazy. You know what? Let's talk about it. So, my name is Noel. I'm here on Verbal on Life trying to create a channel so that you can be verbal on life and put your opinion down. Did you know there was a Black national anthem? It's crazy because last night was a Super Bowl. You know, it was a great game to watch. And I text messaged my friend and I said to them, hey, did they already play the Black national anthem? And they said, what? Are you being funny? There's no such thing as a Black national anthem. And lo and behold, there is a Black national anthem. A lot of celebrities had a lot to say about it. Here's what Kanye West had to say about it. In this video, I'm going to run a couple of clips about what's people's opinion about the Black national anthem. And you know what? I thought that being woke got left behind and that the NFL wasn't going to be doing this anymore, talking about a Black national anthem. I thought it wasn't going to happen this year. I thought it was a thing of the past, but I can't believe they're still pushing it. Crazy, crazy time. All right, so stick around and let's take a look at a couple of clips of people's opinion about this. All right, here's what Kanye West thought.
Andra Day over her national anthem performance. Sports fans on social media split the opinion on a performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing at Super Bowl, with many praising the singing of Andra Day, with others objecting to the song being sang at all. Lift Every Voice is recognized by the NAACP as the Black national anthem for African Americans and has been performed at the NFL's championship game ever since Super Bowl in the 2020 season. A number of conservatives on social media were not happy that this tradition has continued, with political analysts and Republican politicians vowing to boycott the game. And now, Kanye West has gotten involved and slammed the performance. In an Instagram comment underneath a clip of Andra's performance, Kanye commented saying, "Not needed." Kanye's comment generated an enormous amount of controversy, with many people saying he's saying the right thing, and others...
I'm going to have to agree with Kanye West. I don't think it's needed. Like, to me, all this race baiting is just separating the country. You know, my father's Black. Okay. He doesn't need an anthem because we're not trying to run two separate countries. We're trying to run one country with one anthem. Period. This idea of having two separate things, like, how much separating are we going to do? At what point are we going to say, hold on? That's not what diversity is. We're trying to just have one country. Right? One idea, one understanding. Crazy.
Saying he should have kept quiet. Fans on social media have had their say. One fan said, "Not watching the NFL Super Bowl, which has turned to garbage, woke with its soap opera reality show. Overpaid players and Black national anthem crosses the line of the game's authenticity and challenges the intelligence of every person that watches, insulting to the average person." Another...
Yeah. And I saw the game. I think everybody did. And like I said, when I saw the game, I thought we put this thing behind us. That no more race baiting, no more splitting people up. It's just a great game. A kids game that got uplifted to like now grown adults playing, making millions. And it was a great game, by the way. But now, thinking about it, I cannot believe they played what's quote unquote a Black national anthem. Unnecessary, not needed.
Another fan said, "From a white person who is also an advocate of inclusivity, I am a fan of any song that celebrates our freedom and also empowers people who have been marginalized. Lift Every Voice and Sing, aka the Black National Anthem, is a beautiful song. We have room for both anthems." And finally, one more fan said, "Sure, Black people can have their own anthem, but a Black national anthem is a disgrace and disrespectful to this country. Our nation is more than just Black people." For this video's comment question was...
That's insane. But you know what? I have to agree. We have to stop race baiting and stop separating the country and figure out how to unify us. Okay, how to uplift people without having to separate people. If that makes any sense, right? I think having two anthem, what are we doing? It's an A and B situation. But write your comments below. What do you think about this whole thing? Again, we're being verbal on live, just putting our opinions out there. But go ahead and put your opinion out there. I saw a video by the Black Conservative, which I'm going to play now, that talks about this idea of separating people by just their color, which to me just sounds racism. To me, it just sounds racist. Check out this video.
In a country where we try to stop racism, instead we choose to have two national anthems, one for Black people and one for all the other Americans.
So why do some Black Americans opt to sing both anthems or skip the Star Spangled Banner altogether? For starters, Lift Every Voice and Sing has been a part of Black celebrations for just as long. The Star Spangled Banner was adopted as the U.S. official national anthem in 1931, but the NAACP proclaimed Lift Every Voice and Sing as the Black national anthem 12 years before.
And I think the NAACP do things like this to make money, to get money. All right. With this, they get more contracts, they get more money for the organization, and gives them a voice to talk about. Instead of talking about something else that helps people, they talk about things that help them.
In 1919, the hymn spread organically from area to area, often by school children. And there's another reason for not singing the Star Spangled Banner. It has racist lyrics.
The Super Bowl is a moment in America where our nation should come together over its love for competition and sportsmanship, where the competitive spirit and the determination of the two best teams in football should unify us all. America has another unifier, its national anthem. It's one song that every American knows and can sing under one flag. The U.S. national anthem is not a white national anthem. It's not a black national anthem. It's not a national anthem for any race. It is a national anthem for everyone, regardless of race. Lift Every Voice and Sing, otherwise known as the Black National Anthem, is not an anthem for which Americans sing under one flag. It is an anthem created for one race and one race only. Playing it at the Super Bowl epitomizes attempts to divide the nation at its core by race. I'm Armstrong Williams, live from the Super Bowl.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a Democrat who went on to X to have a meltdown over what allegedly happened at the Super Bowl last night. No, I'm not talking about the result of the Super Bowl. I'm actually talking about what happened before the Super Bowl, which is the so-called Black National Anthem, which the NFL, for woke reasons, has decided to implement into the ceremony before the game. Okay, so now apparently there are two national anthems according to the woke revolutionary. Okay, the actual national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, and the Black National Anthem.
That's crazy. Two national anthem. What are we doing? What, we trying to separate the country into two entities? Why would we have two national anthem? And look what it says here. Democratic congressman hit Super Bowl fans for not standing for Negro national anthem. Now you're expecting people to stand up for two ideas that are separating this country. Write your opinion below. What do you think about this?
Lift Every Voice and Sing, which apparently has been the Black National Anthem for a long time now, even though as a Black person in America, I've never heard of Lift Every Voice and Sing being the so-called Black National Anthem. Okay, I actually haven't even heard the song that much, but all of a sudden, after the death of George Floyd, I'm being told that as a Black person, this is our anthem. Okay, and that's the only reason that this anthem is being sung before games is because it is a woke virtue signal that is clearly a part of the agenda to divide this country. The so-called Black National Anthem becoming something that these woke sports leagues are singing before games to try to replace the actual national anthem is a part of the George Floydification of America. One of the worst things to ever happen to this country. Okay, I've made that argument before. I will continue to make that argument. Stories like this are why I'm making that argument that what happened to George Floyd, the aftermath of it, that is, the result of what happened to George Floyd is one of the worst things that ever happened to this country. And this is a part of that. Okay, so.
Insane. Wow, well, he just said that it was after George Floyd got killed that they're doing this. And even comedians are getting attacked for making jokes, which back in the days when I was growing up, you hear comedians say the craziest things and not have to worry about being canceled. Here's a clip about a comedian that had people walk out of the comedy show after joking about George Floyd. It's like a no-no, but he did it. So props to that comedian for being brave enough to say something. And that's what we got to be verbal on live. We got to talk about it. We got to put our opinion out there because the group idea says one thing. Yeah, let's separate this country into two anthems, the Black anthem and the regular American anthem that we all agree to versus a Black anthem and a American anthem.
With that being said, we have a Democrat congressman who is mad because Super Bowl fans apparently did not stand for the so-called Negro national anthem. Now, those are his words, not my words, okay? He says that it is the Negro national anthem. And he took to X to express his displeasure with the crowd not standing for what is not the national anthem. And what I find to be fascinating about this, right, is that, you know, the people that want to argue that conservatives should not be upset about the fact that they're clearly and obviously trying to replace our national anthem with another national anthem, they try to claim, well, this is a song that Black people have sung for so long. And this is not really an attempt to replace the national anthem. It's just an attempt to give Black people a national anthem to sing that's not offensive to them. Well, first and foremost, again, as a Black person, I was never offended by the actual national anthem, okay, because I understand what the national anthem stands for today, which is the freedom and liberties of all Americans, something that we have achieved as a country, despite the fact that the founding of this country was not perfect, but we have been in pursuit of a more perfect union. We will never reach that, but the pursuit of it has gotten us to the point where we are today, where I would argue.
It's nice to hear the Black conservative, I think his name is George, really detail some of the history that we should all be aware of, that should be advertised a little more as to why it is that we're working to perfect our union. It's not perfect, but we shouldn't begin to break it up. Instead, continue to pursue that perfection. Continue to make things better for all of us here. So it was nice to hear him break it down.
Argue as a so-called person of color or a Black person, there's not many places on the planet where you're going to have a better quality of life or more individual rights and freedoms than you do in the United States. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. So I think that the national anthem represents all Americans. And in fact, the national anthem is one of the very few songs that brings me to tears almost instantly when I hear it. Okay. When I hear that, like, I feel it deep in my soul. Right. And that's why, you know, it does trigger me when you have people that openly disrespect the national anthem, which, you know, hey, they have the.
It is what it is. But comment below. Okay, I think the Super Bowl was a great game. I don't know if they needed to play both anthem. The Black National Anthem, they didn't announce it that way. They just put it as a performance. And that's how it should stay, which is another performance by an artist. Period. But what do you think? Comment below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.